dance to that type of music. Well, they're old enough to make their own choices, and they 10 and 12 years old. Really, really, come on now. Things just change, people, and it's not changing for. And I can't stress this enough. This world isn't changing for the better. Every inch of the second on the clock, this world gets more and more evil. Why you think you hear so much stuff in the world now? This stuff is dark, man. You like it's scaring it. This stuff is scaring. Sometimes it's scaring gangbangers. They're like, man, this is crazy. Old school gangbangers be scared to go outside. Remember, these guys used to be like, man, I ain't scared to go out, man. Forget this, man. I own the block. No, not no more. Mm-mm. They all say the same thing. These little brothers is crazy. And for an inkling of a second, if you think that it has nothing to do with demonic entities, you're wrong because everything carries a spirit. There's only two spirits, good and bad. If you're spending your life doing evil, stealing people cars and murdering people and doing this, that means you're pretty much team D is devil. Come on, man. Let's just be honest. That's what's wrong with us. We don't like to be honest about situations. We always want to cover stuff up. No, tell the truth, shame the devil. No, homie, you wrong. You wrong for that. And you know you wrong. Don't be, oh, well, you know what? Hey, they all got to grow up. Yeah, true, they have to grow up. And kids going to do stupid things. That's what they call them kids. They're supposed to do stupid things. But the minute you start taking a side when they doing demonic things, the minute you take their side, you know better than they are. You know better than they are. And then when they get too far, you can't get them back. That's why these kids fight their parents. They cuss their parents out. They use profanity in front of their parents. They talk to their parents like they're out there talking to their homegirls or homeboys. That's what the problem is. Yeah, like I'll say, y'all ain't got to take my word for it. All you got to do is go on YouTube. This stuff isn't staged. This girl cussed her mama out like she was talking to her friend outside. Mama, you this, you, man, F you, you B, and the mama going right back at her. Hey, guess what? Two wrongs don't make it right. Now, out of that conversation about the mama being the oldest, she should have stepped up and said, you know what? Hey, whoa, 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 homegirl. I ain't none of your friends. You talk to me like that, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, but there's no respect in the house no more. All this, they call their mamas, hey, come on, bro. First of all, I'm your mama. I'm not your bro. Either you're going to respect me or you're going to respect me. Simple. Now, there's a time and place for everything. Yeah, sometimes people joke. I joke with my daughters all the time. But they got enough respect to call me dad. They don't be like, hey, Pico. Pico, what's up? No, because the respect, it's all gone now. Kids are running rapid. More and more every day, these young sisters are getting pregnant because they have nobody in their home to tell them, hey, you go out there and do that, there's a good chance that you're going to get pregnant and your feelings going to be in it and he's going to hurt your feelings because both of y'all young and he's going to leave. No, nobody's here to tell these kids this. Mom, I'm pregnant. Oh, ain't that so sweet? Hell no, that's not sweet. Your kid damn near messed up her life. Now it's gonna take a wing and a prayer for her to get back on track. No, no, it's not okay because you know why it's not okay? Newsflash: you're supposed to be married when you have kids, and that's with kids and adults. You're doing it backwards, so therefore it's gonna be hard. It's already hard, but it's gonna be real hard. That's why in the scriptures the Lord say, "Be married, and then the bed is undefiled." Be married, you can have all the kids you want. But half of the black community is what? Baby daddy population. It's baby daddy population. And whose fault is that? Some of it, I'm not going to say all of it, some of it is the generation that was before us because they didn't lead this generation to be, hey, guess what, man? There's a better way. Don't go out there and have kids at a young age. You're going to mess up your life. Get a job. If you want to go to college, get an education, find you a wife, get married, then you can have all the babies you want, but you got to take care of them babies. Now it's, oh, oh man, I got a baby on the way. And remember back in the days, There was fear in that. I would, you know what? Look, newsflash. When I had my first kid, I was so scared to tell my father and well, actually to tell them both because I already knew the consequence. No, he wasn't gonna beat me, but my father would have been like, dude, I told you. Now you got to deal with it. I'm like, oh my God in heaven, how am I gonna tell him this? So I had to come out and tell him. I had to come out and tell him, and it broke his heart. It broke his heart. He didn't say, "Oh, well, you know what, son, we're gonna get through this," and hey, you're a man, and things gonna happen. No, because my father always wanted the best for me, even if it was with a wife or by myself. He always wanted the best for me. No, don't go out here and do that. Boy, get you an education, get you a trade, do this, do that. If you go, it don't matter. Do not go out there and have these babies unwed because there's a consequence for that. He told me, but I didn't listen. So I can't turn around and say, well, I didn't have a dad to tell me that. He told me, my mama told me, my brothers told me, my sisters told me. But I was young. That was on me. That was on me. So I can't say they didn't do their job. It's just the grace of God. I didn't catch hell like most men catch hell with their kids' mothers. I went through very little, as they call it, baby mama drama. Hey, hey, how you doing? I went through very little situations like that. And the stuff I went through, it was avoided because we were all cool with each other. It wasn't no I'm going over there busting her house down because it's a oh who this nigga around my kid. No, it was never nothing like that because we respect each other, and I know that wasn't nothing but God, man. Although I was a sinner back then, I'm a sinner now, but He had a special place for me. I don't know why, but He did. Now you got the baby mamas and the baby daddies hating each other. Oh, I can't stand him. Oh, but you was cool when y'all was having sex and y'all made these kids. New album, same nigga, same thing. It's the same thing. Well, I can't stand her. Oh, she a hoe. But guess what? If she was a hoe, she didn't just adopt to be a hoe after you had sex with her. She was a hoe then. So you was in love with that hoe. You gave her 3, 4 kids. So guess what? You and that hoe get together now. So it's pretty much an oxymoron situation because we always point the finger at each other, and it's bad in the black community that we do that. We do that with everything, everything. You go to school, the kids, they acting crazy as hell, but when the teacher try to get them to be cool, they run home and tell the mama, and the mama come up to the school trying to fight the teacher. When do it stop? And you know your son a little pistol starter. You know this boy got guns in his book. You know this. And the teacher, hey, you can't do this. Here come mama. Why you talking to my son like that? Ma'am, your son up here trying to, he's disrespecting her. So what? Call me. So by her coming up there saying that, guess what? Now you know where he get it from. Now you know where you get it. Now you know where he get it from. Oh well, guess what? The apple don't fall too far from the tree. You can tell the tree from the fruit it bears. Come on, let's just be honest about the situation, man. Let's just be honest. Just like I said, I already knew the risks I was taking when I started these podcasts because I'm not going to lie to anybody. And if I'm in that boat of shame, guess what? I'm ashamed myself before the next man do because can't nobody say, well, he talking all that, but he doing the same. Yeah, I did the same thing. I was a fool just like everybody else. I didn't listen just like everybody else. And guess what I got out the deal? I got 8 kids because of my disobedience. It is what it is. I'm 48 now. Thank God. I made it through with a straight head. I'm proud of what I became. I'm not proud of what I am, what I was, but I'm proud of what I became. So that's why I can live my life sometimes in peace. No, none of us is going to have a peaceful life until we get to the promised land. So that's how that go. But I can lay down every night. I can wake up in the morning. I can play my game. I can call my sweetie. She be at work. I can listen to her talk about how much she hate work. It'd be so funny. But guess what? Those are the things in life that we take for granted. Because guess what? I'm not out there. Jeremiah, what's good, bro? I'm not out there shooting up clubs and robbing people and trying to make a name for myself for the street. And guess what? One day the phone ring. Hey, guess what, man? Y'all heard what happened to Pico? What happened, man? They shot him up on 71st Street. I'm trying to steal somebody's car or something like that. I chose not to go down that path. I could have. Any of us on this podcast can go down the wrong path. But it's easy to go down the wrong path, but it's hard to stay on the good path because it's so much out there. It's so much out there. It is. I'm more happy with my life now than I was years ago when I was younger. And when you're young, you're supposed to be out enjoying life. No, I'm content where I'm at now because I can live to tell the story. I have testimonies just like y'all do. Sometimes your testimony might be stronger than mine. Sometimes my testimony might be stronger than yours. Well, none of us born in Wayne Manor. Ain't none of us Tony Stark kids. No, we all grew up in black neighborhoods. We all seen evil things. We all know we all lost people that we knew. We all was a witness to stupidity growing up as kids. Some of us right now was molested as children. We all have our demons to bear, man. All of us. I ain't no better than nobody on this boy. I grew up on 62nd and Damien, the heart of the ghetto. I made it through without a scratch. I made it through without a scratch. And it wasn't the fact that I had people in my family that was game. No, 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 no. It's the fact that God was protecting me. Just like he protect y'all, he protect me too. I've been in situations I don't even supposed to be here. I ain't gonna even lie about it. I ain't even supposed to be here. But it's not my will. It's his will. But guess what? When you grow up, you learn things and you begin to accept life for what it really is. And you can sometimes you ain't got no choice but to sit back and be like, man, you remember the church song? It was an old church song. My soul looked back and wonder how I got over. Come on, man. And we all of us can vouch for that. All of us can vouch for that. We don't even know how we do it from day to day. You can walk outside and go to the corner store or on your way to a store, whatever, and something to ring in your head like, nah, I'm gonna go this way. And so when you go that way, you go home, you cut the TV on, you scroll through Facebook, it was a shootout right there at the exact same time you said you wasn't going that way. That's nobody but God. That's all it is because man don't have the power to manipulate your mind to tell you to go somewhere else. So hey, it is what it is. So long story short, my three subjects. Yes, the lady was wrong for asking the man to buy her steaks for her two kids at home. Yeah, she was wrong as hell for that. You don't do that. He apologized. I apologized. I was late. Well, you got to buy my kids some steaks. Yeah, watch this. Like I said, you better go heat them ramen noodles up, home girl or homeboy, because I ain't the one. I'm not going to do that. Number two, no, you don't have to play a stepfather role. She can get mad. Do she have the right to get mad? No, she don't have the right to get mad at a man if he don't want to play stepfather. But some women get mad at that. So no, she don't have the right to get mad. Even if she asks you, you say no. Thank you. Hey, we talked about this earlier. You're absolutely right. They both crazy. And number three, last but not least, no, transgender women shouldn't want to come together and band together as a team and say, hey, guess what? We're better than regular women. Five reasons. That's what they were saying. We're gonna give you some reasons on why transgender women should date heterosexual men. If you're a transgender woman and you're dating a man, the man's gay. Let's just be honest. He's gay. There's no big gay. There's no little gay. There's just gay. Because whether we like it or not, he can put a wig on, he can put lipstick on, he can go get a sex change, but that DNA is still a structure of a man. They can get the ribs taken out, they can get the atoms out taken out, but when God made you, he made you with a penis. Therefore, you're a man, and you can't be a man and dad woman. You're still a man. According to him, you're still a man. And according to him, you're still a woman. You can get all the sex changes in the world, but you're still a dude, and you're still a woman. Am I hurting people's feelings? No, I'm not. But hey, I'd rather for a gay person to be straight up with me than to try to put the blame game on the Lord. Because I will never play with God, people. I don't care what you is. You should have that same inkling. You should be scared of something that created you. If I was Dr. Von Frankenstein and I made a Frankenstein, he should be weary like, man, he created me so he knows something about me that can stop me. So I would never play with God. They can do what they want to do. I respect everybody, just like I said earlier. I talk to them like I talk to a stripper. When I'm downtown, I talk to a lot of gay guys, black and white. We just strike up conversation. They always ask me, "Yay, you know what? You look like the person that'll have a good conversation." But if they ask me, what do I think about it? I can't do nothing but tell them the truth. I'm not finna say, no, well, I'm for it. No, I can't do that. I'll be less than a man if I do that. You know what? That's called a hypocrite. I'm not going to be a hypocrite to nobody. That's man, woman, child. I don't care who it is. So those were the three topics for today. I hope we learned something for it, and thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. I hope we learned something from this. Don't take my word for it. Go study it for yourself. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a prophet. I don't have a gift. I'm just a guy with sense. I'm a sinner with sense. I commit sin just like everybody else, but I'm not stupid enough to say, it's just a coincidence. No. I know what I'm doing just like everybody on here know what they doing. Ain't nobody holding no guns to our head to say, hey, you know what? Go do some evil, go do some dirt. No, we do it because we want to because, hey, just remember Eddie Murphy, Vampire in Brooklyn, evil is good. It's fun. Let's just be honest, it's fun. It was fun. Oh boy. But that's gonna do it for today. I hope we all learned something. And hey, as usual, I learn from y'all and y'all learn from me. That's how it's supposed to be because I'm never to the point that I don't need to listen to nobody. I'm always bringing in information. That's just how I am. I like to study people. I like to analyze people. That's what I do. Is it comes with the territory. But don't forget to go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit them likes. Trying to get my ratings up on YouTube so I can go live on YouTube, but you got to have so many likes to go live on YouTube. So that's why I'm not on YouTube. But I would never stop doing my Facebook stuff because this is ground zero for me. This is where it all started. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining me today on One on One Talk. Take care of yourself and each other, and always, like I always say, no matter what we do in this life, we got to keep the big man first, and we all know who the big man is. Keep God first in everything you do, and pray more because before it's all said and done, we're going to need Him way more than He's going to need us. So this is Pico signing off, saying adios, muchachos, and probably see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself and each other. Thank you, YouTube, for another interesting topic. I want to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to PTSD, subscribe to One on One Talk. It's all on the same platform. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really do, but there's more coming. So subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. Hey, it's going to be fun. So until then, this is Pico signing off from One on One Talk Plan. Take care of yourself and each other and keep God first.